Hello everyone, I'm Joe, and today I'll be showing you how to get started in Nilo. Let's begin on the Nilo Explore page. Here, you can create a brand new world, or explore a world someone else has already made. For this tutorial, we'll start with a template world called Castle Obby Set. Now that we're inside your world, let's cover the basics. Left-click to select objects. Click and drag to move them quickly. Use the XYZ gizmo for precise movements, or resizing. You can also use this gizmo for adjusting the rotation of an object. Press F to focus on the selected object. Press F again to zoom out. Deselect by clicking away from an object or hitting Escape. After editing something, use Ctrl Z to undo, and Ctrl Y to redo. To move your camera, use W, A, S, and D. E raises your camera, and Q lowers it down. To look around, hold right mouse click. While moving your camera, hold Shift to move faster. You can also use the scroll wheel on your mouse to adjust your camera movement speed. Last but not least, hitting Delete will delete an object. We've also added a new help system. You'll see it in the bottom right corner of your screen. It includes all the keyboard shortcuts, creator documentation, and an easy way to report bugs or issues. This is super useful if you ever forget a hotkey or need a quick tip. Now, let's look at the primary way to create in Nilo, the radial menu. Press spacebar or right-click to open the radial menu. Hover over Create Object to generate models from text or from an image. When generating a model from text, simply type what you'd like to generate. Let's generate a knight character by typing in knight. When generating a character, it helps to add comma, T-pose to the end of the prompt. This makes it more easy to rig and animate your character. Then, hit enter. Your knight character has now been generated. You can then use the gizmo to adjust the size of the knight to make sure it's the right scale for the world. Next, let's select the character and reopen the radial menu. Then, select the rig option. This will automatically provide an animation rig for your character. Once that's done, open the radial menu again and select Controls. This will allow you to play as your creation. Can you make it to the end of the castle obstacle course? Once you're done playing, hit Escape to release your controls from the character. Now let's move your character out of the way so we can create some more fun things with Nilo. Open the radial menu and navigate to Doodle. Doodle allows you to sketch an object, like a tree, and generate it as an image. You can then add context to your drawing in the text bar. If you like the image it generates, you can click and drag the image into the world to generate it as a 3D model. Alternatively, you can modify the image created in the Edit window. For example, let's make the leaves orange for fall. Then I can just click and drag my object into the world, and voila, Nilo turns it into a 3D model. If you'd like to add a model from an external source, simply click and drag the file into Nilo. You can also use the radial menu to create primitives like cubes or spheres. Open the radial menu and hover over Create Primitive to see the different types of shapes that you can make. Let's make a cube. When you select an object and then open the radial menu, you'll see more options. You can change its color, material, or lock and unlock the object, which prevents it from being moved or edited. You can also toggle the physics on or off. Turning physics on will allow the object to be moved by other objects and affected by gravity. Under Gameplay, you'll see a few options for gameplay like dealing damage, health pools, and respawn points. If you want to add health to a character, simply select the character, open the radial menu, and select Add Health. Then add Respawn to the character, in case they lose all their health and have to respawn. Then, let's make this barrel a deadly barrel. First, unlock the barrel by right-clicking and select Unlock, or hit L. Open the radial menu and add Deal Damage. Then, reopen the radial menu and add Make Trigger from the Physics menu. This tells Nilo that the object will trigger damage to a character. Let's select this flag to be our respawn point. We'll navigate back to Gameplay and select Add Respawn Point. Then let's try it out. Play as your character and run into the barrel. They'll lose all their health and respawn at the flag. These gameplay elements are just a few of the base building blocks that we'll be adding to Nilo over time. The Code option in the radial menu opens up the Collaborative Code Editor, where you can add custom behaviors or generative edits. For example, let's make this cube rotate, and Nilo will do all the heavy lifting with the code. Finally, let's look at World Settings. Go to your profile in the top left corner of the screen. Click on the drop-down and navigate to World Settings. Here, you can adjust the skybox, sun settings, ground file, and the fog effects. We'll cover specific controls for the environment in a later video. In this template world, try building with the set of objects provided. Hold down Control and then click and drag to select the tiles. Hit L on your keyboard to unlock this tile set. To quickly move tiles, simply click and drag the object around. To raise and lower the object, hold right and left mouse click at the same time, or hold Shift while holding the object with your left mouse. When building rapidly, a quick tip is to use the duplicate feature to rapidly leave behind copies of an object. In this case, let's make a pumpkin patch. By holding left click and then hitting Control D as we move the object around, we can essentially stamp the object in our world. Congrats! You've now created a world, built and customized objects, and even played as a character inside your world. Now it's your turn. Experiment, have fun, and share your creations in the Nilo Showcase Discord channel. Once you're ready to share your creation, navigate to the Publish button in the top right-hand corner. Enter your world name, and then hit Publish World. Your world is now public, and you can share a link to your world so that visitors can come and check it out. If you'd like to unpublish your world, simply click the Unpublish button in the top right-hand corner. For more resources, check out the Getting Started guide for templates, skyboxes, and more. Thanks for watching, and happy building in Nilo.